Morning, folks. Welcome to week 6 full garden tour. Things still doing great. Got some things not so great, but for the most part everything still looks pretty good. See, the peas back here are taller than I am, and there's a few in the main plot that are as well. And it's got quite a few peas on it. I've actually eaten a couple and they're absolutely delicious. Broccoli is about waist high, and you can just start see it making a head now. Inside it's real tiny, but looks like they're gonna make heads. All the tomatoes here in the back are looking really good. Let's see if I can go to handheld mode and show you guys this. So there's all the tomatoes in the back there, looking awesome. And today will be the day. I gotta tie all my tomatoes up, actually, these to the strings up here, and then in the main plot to the trellises. But they look awesome. I just pruned everything again yesterday. Pulled off all the suckers that I've seen. There's that broccoli. Craziness. All kinds of blooms on the peas still, and a bunch of peas on there. Lettuce, pretty much been eating fresh salad every single day for the past week. Look at those things, man. Golly. Just kind of show you the bottom where I've been picking them from. So they just keep growing up and just keep pulling off the bottoms. Absolutely delicious. So there's 2 bok choy plants that kind of bounced back. They're not huge or anything, but they actually bolted, so they both had yellow flowers on the tops in the last few days, so I just pulled them off. So won't get anything there, but experiment, right? But yeah, all this stuff looks awesome still. Some blooms on the tomatoes, both in here and in the main plot. There's a cluster right here. So then I have all the stuff last week I showed you that I potted up. So a dozen cherry tomatoes and a dozen regular tomatoes in the back. That's counting these as well. And then 2 leftover watermelons. Those are the baby dolls, which are yellow. But yeah, so all this stuff looks great. These are kind of slow going since I stepped them up as far as growth. I mean, some of them are doing better than the others, but they all look good. So in the corn plot, again, these trellises will be the couple zebra cherry tomatoes on either side, black zebras. I definitely got to come in and weed everything again today, but got that one watermelon again over there, looking pretty good. It's rusty. Crazy boy. And again, the 5 more baby doll. Those are the yellows. And I got 5 moon and stars. Again, the corn in the back we'll get to in a second. The onions all along that fence line, they're doing well. So the bush beans look like they're pulling through. I got a flower on one of them over here, but they kind of bounced back. Most of them anyway. That one looks a little shoddy still, but it's definitely more green and doing good. I did lose one on the end down here that kind of just broke, I guess. It snapped in half there. And then so I planted 21, I believe, new bush beans, direct sowed them in the back, and they're just starting to come up. So there's one there. Let me see, a few more down this way. Here's another one. So if nothing happens with these, I'll still have, almost stepped on that watermelon. Should have some more that do better, just because they were direct sowed into the soil, so no transplant shock. And they'll just be used to the soil right out of the gate. I put 2 bush beans over there, 2 on the other side. Again, then the cherry tomatoes will be on the trellis. So corn, not sure what's going on with the corn, but I direct sowed another packet of sweet corn in between the spots where plants have died or got trampled by the dog. So this first row is real shoddy. There's only 1 plant that looks decent. 2 look like they're dried up and burnt. The other one in the back, beside the good one, looks like it got burnt. I don't know if it's going to make it or not, but we'll see. But so I direct sowed a bunch in there, and I had like 3 or 4 left over. I just put over here to the side, but yeah. So not sure what's going on with those. That one looks good though. Another one on the end laid over. That one was actually looking really good, and it just bit the dust. A couple more here, just brown and burnt, but some look good. Next row, same again. 1 more died, so I only got 3 in that row now, and they look okay. First 2 look great, next 2 not so much. And then 3 more over there that look awesome, but again I put more seed in all of that. Next row I'm only missing the 1 there, so I put a seed there, but those look awesome. Next row looks awesome. The next row I have 4, so I had a skip there. I had like 3 I think died, and the one in the corner is looking a little shaky at best right now, but we'll see what happens with it. But again, I just filled all that with seed. Now what gets me is I did fertilize it, so I'm thinking maybe it was too much fertilizer, but like I have a bunch of corn that's really good, and I did the same thing to everything. So I only lost really 2, 4, 6, maybe 7 plants out of the lot. And again, I did everything the same, so not sure what the dealio is there, but we'll see. Should have some more corn popping up here within the next few days. I think I'll back off a little on the fertilizer, but again, it makes me wonder if I should, because corn needs it, and a lot of these still look awesome. But whatever, we'll figure it out. So down here in the main plot, let's take a quick walk around and see how things are down here. So as before, on the trellis either side, got these rattlesnake pole beans. Yep, that weed's still in there. Still ain't done nothing with it. But, so, rattlesnake pole beans look great. I showed this all last week, but 1, 2, 3 are all new ones that I direct seeded, and they look better than a lot of the ones that have been here. Again, more on that end that are new. And the only one, this one here in the corner, definitely got eaten on, but it's the only one out of all of them, so it's kind of weird, but that's what it is. So on the other side, these things are starting to really pop, growing like crazy. This one actually, these holes are from the hail we got last week, but this one threw out a tendril or whatever, so it's gonna start climbing there. It's pretty cool on that. Onions still growing like crazy. They look good. Definitely gotta get in there and do some weeding, but onions look good. All the Thai flowers, they're looking alright. So I got, actually I think I misspoke last week. I think that was some bok choy that doesn't look so great. But got a zinnia, marigold, and a nasturtium that looks awesome. I think that's variegated. And the okra with the random jalapeno pepper, I believe that is. Some more onions. Again, I gotta do some weeding today. 2 more okra plants. Potatoes. Just still it's growing like crazy. Like all those. Some more flowers there. They all look good. A mix. I didn't get one random lettuce in there. But some couple zinnias, some marigold, nasturtium. That one on the back actually might be a spinach. Same again, couple marigold, zinnia, etc. Peppers. Looking really good. Still. Again, that's mostly bell peppers. Up until that little guy's a jalapeno, and then 3 poblanos. First cattle panel is Sunburst patty pan squash that are looking awesome. Oh, they're growing really good. Looking great. And odd, I spoke of it last week. Definitely have some cucumber beetle issues with my winter squash row. They're wreaking havoc. Look at this crap. Just eating away. But I juice these up with fertilizer, like I said, hopefully so the plant will outgrow the pressure until they piss off. But now they're still growing good. But, and I pull beetles off of these every single day. There's one right there. So I do that every day. And I've found them on these patty pans as well. Not as bad. But I have pulled them off here too, but they don't seem to be doing any real damage. Like, I have some leaves with holes in them, but that was from the hail. So there's not really eating on these like they are those. And then those seeds I direct sowed because I had pickling cukes there that died. So those are just more buttercup squash, I believe. Tomatoes. Again, I pruned everything again yesterday. So you can see that debris in between the row. But tomatoes are looking awesome. And they need to get tied up today. I got a bunch of blooms on these. But they look great. This one right here, it's on the other side of the panel, but it's almost waist high. Another one that's pretty big here. But yeah, so they look awesome. Like I said, there's blooms everywhere, at least clusters about to open. Right there. More on that one. Flower tires looking good. I got a marigold here that was starting to bloom last week. It definitely flowered up. There's another one in that middle tire over there, but there again with the potatoes, those are definitely waist high. Yeah. More tomatoes. Looking really good. I got some blooms up in there. Some more in this one here. Couple clusters in here with some big blooms. And again, so yeah, pretty much everywhere at this point. The next one. Yeah, some maters looking really good. And again, up here is all wild flowers, both in the tires and in between them. And I got a bunch of stuff popping up in here, which should be all of that. Just everywhere. There's definitely weeds in there too. But I don't want to pull them, like I said, till the flowers get bigger. Again, taters and wildflowers in the tires. A double half row of carrots, looking pretty stellar there. And then the guy with the loud truck. Anyways, double half row of turnips. They're looking pretty amazing. Some of the stuff, I swear, you can watch it grow like daily. Yeah, turnips look awesome. And so does everything really. Again, more taters, flowers. There's other marigold. Pretty cool. Yeah, the whole row of kale looking awesome. Probably be able to pick off of that here soon. The 3 extra kales there on the end. A couple cauliflowers there and there. And then all the collards. Same again. Should probably be picking off of those soon. The other lettuce, we've been pulling off of these too. You can see, pulling off the lower leaves there. But look awesome. These, I like how these look the best. So I believe that's your black seedless Simpson, or seeded Simpson or whatever. These are your Paris Island, both of those, and then your Butter Crunch. I just like the way these things look. They're just awesome looking. Really green and beautiful. Alright, peas, Derek. They're peas. Right. So again, blooms all over the place. Just everywhere. Now this one here is pretty much as tall as I am. Some blooms, and again, there's peas coming out all over the place now, which is good. Like I said, I tried a couple from the greenhouse and they're delicious. And we get blooms. There's a little pea, another pea, another one. Another good one right here. Another one, another one. So yeah, they're starting to load up, which is good. Yeah, that's the peas. So yeah, there's week 6. In a nutshell. Hopefully this one wasn't as long. Some of them other ones, I get to talking or whatever. But got some work to do today with the weeding. I am gonna fertilize a little bit, not everything, this week. But yeah, things are looking good. Can't wait to get some tomatoes to put in them salads, if they even make it there. So I'll be up in here with just a salt shaker, eating them right down here. But I can't wait till these rattlesnake pole beans climb and fill this arch trellis up. It'll look super cool. But yeah, hey, thanks for tuning in, guys. Appreciate your time as always, and we'll catch you next week, week 7. Till then, you take care. God bless.